Hey Trojans, it's your host Max Geschwin from The Scoop, and we're here at the 2019 Writers Guild Awards. Let's chat with some of the nominees and presenters.
Generation Wealth is a 25-year retrospective through my photography and interviews and filmmaking, and it's really about how the culture has changed and how the American dream has changed, how we've gone from American dream that elevated hard work and frugality and discretion to an American dream characterized by bling and celebrity and narcissism. And on campus, you know that better than anybody else. It's really about the Kardashian effect and what's happened in the culture, and in an attempt to kind of wake us up to, in a way, that cycle of addiction that we're all in.
Stefan, we've obviously seen before in other movies. This was the breakout for Kiki. How did you come upon these two leads?
I want to say that they both found me. Kiki was really adamant about getting an audition into the process, and then Stefan, as a young man who I knew about, didn't think he was the perfect fit for this part, but he came in and auditioned and he earned it.
Right, and I want to know what the process was for finding Kiki's mom, Regina King.
That was a really short process. It was a really short list, and Regina was at the top of it. And I was looking for someone who could both be a sister and a mother, to the main character. And Regina's such a talented actress. She can do just about anything, but I did feel like she was the perfect person for this particular thing.
Ron was great. He was just real generous, and he wanted the story to be told, and it's such an incredible story that we really wanted to honor him and do it in the right way.
Were there any other key figures during this moment that really contributed in a strong way to the script?
Well, Charlie and David were the first two writers, and then Spike and I came on, and it was just one of those things that it's just kind of an amazing kind of journey that it worked out as well as it did, and Ron is such a generous, beautiful guy, and it was just an honor to tell his story.
I think one of the things that Pose does, and that we worked really hard to ensure, is that we are leaning into what are those universal truths about our experiences as people, right? And so I think the reason why the show, despite the fact that it's about queer and trans people of color, has resonated with a larger audience is because everyone knows what it's like to want to be loved. Everyone knows what it's like to have family, and so I think because of those universal things, people have an entry point into the story.
We're about a month and a half out from the finale. How are we feeling this next 6 weeks?
Well, it's weird because we haven't filmed the final episode, which is a live concert. We're filming that in a couple weeks, and then I haven't even seen a cut of the series finale yet, so it still feels very foreign. The weirdest thing for me is I am no longer playing the character of Rebecca Bunch, so that is weird. I spent the last day inhabiting her. It sounds very actory, but it's true. I kind of said my goodbyes to her, and what it feels like a little bit, and with the show in general, is that these characters are continuing to exist, and now as writers, we're just leaving them alone, and we're not gonna fuck up their lives with more drama.
Oh man, but my whole life right now is the Underground Railroad, the Colson Whitehead novel. I'm adapting that into a limited series. We're doing it over the course of 10 hours at Amazon, so it's like my everything right now.
Because you're nominated for a documentary screenplay, what's the difference between doing research and writing for a documentary versus a narrative?
I think different people would have different answers to that, but for us, it's always about the story and the characters, right? So it's finding a way to craft this story, whether it's fiction or nonfiction, that engages people and makes them care about whatever the subject is or whoever the people are. And so for us, it's really about a satisfying narrative arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And structure is very important. We outline, we look at all the different sound bites from the movie, and really we are putting together a story using footage and other elements like you would with words,
Yeah.
And that's a wrap here at the 2019 Writers Guild Awards. We hope you enjoyed tuning in. Thanks for watching.